Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Torghast, in my humble opinion, just keeps getting better and better. Now, granted, I know it's not a view shared by all, but it's something that we need to do. It needs to be done. So if you give me a nice catch-up mechanic for Renown as part of that, then hey, that's all the better in my book. Let's get into this. So before we dive into what has changed within Torghast, let's see why this has happened at all. As we all know, Renowned is king in Shadowlands. With it comes the increase in power with soul bindings, we get an increase in stamina, we get increase in rewards from PvP, world quests, the list goes on and on. But when you reach 60, you are a long way from the current cap. Now granted, Blizzard have created catch-up mechanics with, say, the storyline or the Covenant quests, giving us now double renown, but WoW players will always find a way, and the WoW scientists were busy working out how you could get the most renown for the least effort. And they catched upon the plan of Plaguefall, more specifically killing the last bosses of Plaguefall, and win, rinse and repeat. The reason to pick Plaguefall? Simple, to be honest, it's super fast to do. In a decent group, take you 5 to 10 minutes. If you remember way back in Legion when Artifact Power, I think it was called, it's AP something, it's always AP, was needed, players farmed more of souls over and over and over again, simply because it was the fastest, most efficient way to gain AP. Honestly, as gamers, we've been doing this since the year dot. We will find the easiest possible route, or the path of least resistance, to get what needs to be done. Why developers still get surprised is beyond me, but they are surprised no more. Instead, Blizzard have made it a requirement to kill all of the bosses. Cue the moaning and rage. Now I will say my personal experience of the skip is just plain annoying. When you're leveling, so many times I see people just going straight to the end. Just pull, run to the end, and it's like, you understand why you're doing this, but you don't quite get how we're doing this. And it ends up just being a total mess. Now I will say, like, mate, please, whoa, we're leveling. All of us are leveling. We need XP right now. Let's kill things along the way. Let's do the bosses. There's loot. There's all those goodies. But no. We pull to the end, it wipes, everybody gets angry, people leave after calling people horrendous names, and then you rinse and repeat. Honestly, I see Plaguefall now when I'm leveling, and I just go, oh. Fuck. And that's not to say I don't think things like this should be done. I don't think players should find, do things like the Maw of Souls, or like Plaguefall to boost their renown. But if you want to do it, it's a little advice here from Papa Grimm. If you want to do this, use the group finder. That way you know that everybody is on the same page. You all have the same goal. That way it makes a better experience for them and for you. You've all got the right invis pots, you've all got gun shoes, you've all got the things that you need to make this done as efficiently as possible. But of course, this is no longer the issue. With this change to Plaguefall, the renowned farm is over. On the plus side, what Blizzard takes with one hand, they do give us back with the other. Now we have the ability to gain renown while running Torghast. This, in my humble opinion, is great news. It is a fantastic change. Already, if you want to cap out your knowledge, you're running Torghast a lot. You need to do it for the Cinders, the Soul Ash, for everything else. So, on my main, that's fine. I need all those things on my main. Let's be honest, I picked my main because I really enjoy playing her. Second, I have access to the vault, so I want to try and get those goodies. And I like the challenge, I like the star system, I like the score system, I want to try and get as high as I can. Third reason being, and this is a crazy idea in modern WoW, I find it a laugh. I tend to do Torghast with friends, and we have a really good time in there. On alts, let's pump the brakes, it is a very different story. I have 12 characters now, at level 60, but only 3 could comfortably walk into M+. The rest are either farmers, or they have professions that make things for my main, or things that the guild requires. They are really, really behind on gear and renown. So having the option to walk into Torghast and gain renown, plus the Soul Ash and everything else that they need, is fantastic. Also, and this is the thing I love about Torghast, is that I have the ability to go in, do Torghast solo, on my alts where I can play and learn and try to understand how different things interact with each other. On characters I'm really not good at. The rogue, I'm really not good at the rogue. I never jump in and do assassination dungeon because I don't know it. But instead I've swapped my rogue to assassination. I'm trying it out in Torghast. I'm trying to see how these abilities link together. Where can I get the most from this class? And then the things that Torghast gives me, these powers, it makes me look back and go, okay, so that interacts with that and that. Oh, I get it now. Especially if you're somebody that worries about going to the dungeon and failing and somebody screaming at you for, why aren't you playing Frost? Why are you still playing Fire as a major? Why is your DPS so bad? Or you're tanking or you're healing? Oh my god. It's just a win-win to be able to go in, have some fun and learn. Especially without the death counter now. I will say, this is a big one, potentially. There is one thing I found that is slightly different to the patch notes. My Warlock is a couple of Renown behind. Not much. So I thought, hey, for this video, I'm going to need footage of the background. Why don't I run Torghast on my Warlock? At the end of it, I'll get some Renown and I'll get some footage for this video. Fantastic. I got to the end. No Renown. Now this is a drop chance. It is not guaranteed. But Blizz have said the higher the layer you're doing, the better chance of getting Renowned. This is where my experience kind of clashes with that a bit. I have found that it seems to be the lower the Renown level, the higher the drop chance. Regardless of what floor or what layer you're doing. My Warlock was doing sort of level 10, level 11. I went into my Pally who's like only Renowned, it's like 9 or 10. I did a layer 2 because that's literally the level of gear he's got on him right now. Instantly, first run, Renown drops. And this I will say, again, this is not the way Blizzard have said it works. They've said the higher the floor you do, the more chance, or the higher the layer you're doing, the more chance Renown is going to drop. But I will say, I ran over and over again on my Paladin, and almost without fail, I got a Renown dropping, whereas I did 2 or 3 runs on my Warlock, didn't get a single Renown. Little bit, over time, we'll find out what's true and what's not, but either way, it has been great to just go into Torghast and just, if I need that odd 1 or 2, I don't need to queue for LFR. I don't need to worry about queuing for dungeons, especially if I'm on a DPS character. I can just go into Torghast now, blast, have some fun, and potentially get some Renown catch-up. Big win for me. I've got to do Torghast anyway, as I said at the very beginning, so giving me another incentive is fantastic, and I have some fun playing my ults. It would be, this is my last bit on this before we disappear, it would be great if the Table of Knowledge could have something whereby you could purchase an upgrade that enabled you to speed up the gain of Renown, or guarantee Renown in some way. So for instance, we've got or you kill the bodies, they automatically loot. That's like the first thing I put points in. It'd be great if on ults I had another option on that first row that was, I don't know, 25% chance of getting Renown. And then a 50%, and then maybe a 100% increase that you're going to get Renown at the end of the run. Now my main, of course, I wouldn't bother with that, but on ults, that's a really good one to put points in. But that is just food for thought. It's also me done, ladies and gentlemen. I am off to run a load more Torghast. It's a good thing I like it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I will catch you all in the next video. Laters, everyone.